First at 4, breaking news on this presidential visit. We just heard from President Joe Biden after he toured the Pfizer plant in western Michigan. Also breaking, we just received this surveillance video of a deadly shooting at a gas station. Police need your help finding that SUV. Oh, it's been a long week of severe winter weather. Believe it or not, we are headed for temperatures near 40 degrees. Definitely want to see the 7-day forecast. Hey, Paula.
See what it's like to see your invention hit the shelves of a major retailer.
One day you get to walk down the aisle and they're actually there.
It's an inspirational story of faith, hope, and hate.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. We do have breaking news as President Joe Biden is finishing up his first visit to Michigan since taking office. His focus, the coronavirus vaccine. The president flew into Kalamazoo just a few hours ago. He came to the western side of the state to visit the Pfizer plant where the COVID-19 vaccine is being manufactured. Now, he was supposed to be here yesterday, but that winter storm delayed the trip. Local 4's Kimberly Gill in the newsroom. And Kim, we just heard from the president a short time ago.
We did, Karen, and good afternoon to you. President Biden opened his speech at Pfizer's Portage plant by calling this a case of life and death. He urged all Americans to get vaccinated, saying everyone should feel comfortable with how Pfizer handles the vials. The president toured the Portage plant alongside Governor Gretchen Whitmer. He was first shown how the vaccine is safely loaded into freezers. Pfizer says that one pallet that you see there holds 351,000 doses of the vaccine, and their entire freezer capacity can hold 130 million doses. The president was then shown the shipping process and a new line that will start running late next week. Pfizer says they will more than double shipments soon because of help from the Biden administration and the Defense Production Act.
On our tour today, they showed me a critical piece of machinery they didn't have before. Now they do, and it's allowing them to ramp up production. And as we increase supply, we're carrying out a clear plan to get shots into the arms of 300 million Americans or more. And I know people want confidence that it's safe. Well, I just toured, and it's where it's being made. It takes more time to do the check for safety than it does actually to make the vaccine.
And Pfizer says it has supplied 40 million doses to the federal government. It plans to deliver 120 million doses by the end of March and 200 million by the end of May. Our Rod Maloney is in Portage right now. He'll have a live report on the president's visit coming up on the news at 5 as well as 6 o'clock. Until then, Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
Sure thing.
Now, before the president came to Michigan, he made his first big appearance on the global stage. Like so many events these days, the Munich Security Conference was a virtual meeting. The 46th president of the United States continued to make it very clear he'll do things very differently than number 45. President Biden is re-engaging in the Paris Climate Agreement, and he is ready to speak with Iran about returning to an international nuclear deal. The president is firmly signaling he plans to honor longtime alliances.
Our partnerships have endured and grown through the years because they are rooted in the richness of our shared democratic values. They're not transactional. They're not extractive.
Biden says rejoining the Paris Climate Accord is just the first step. Today, he called climate change a global existential crisis. Weather has been a huge story all week long. Things have calmed down a little bit. Temperatures have climbed a bit. Andrew Humphrey in for Ben Bailey this afternoon to share this Friday's forecast and hopefully some good news. Andrew.
Karen, you're exactly right. We do have some good news, especially as we go into next week. Now, around town now, we're looking at a few snow showers that are out there. Nothing as heavy as what we experienced earlier this week, as we hope and pray for the best for our friends and neighbors down in Texas. We are looking at scattered snow showers, mainly north of the city, although right here in Motown, we're seeing a few scattered flurries, also in Hamtramck, also over on the east side, and same thing for the Grosse Pointes and Harper Woods. You can see more widespread snow showers, so watch out for slippery patches out there, especially on ramps, bridges, and overpasses. Along I-94 from St. Clair Shores up to Chesterfield. You can see that also in Oakland County on I-75 from the Royal Oak area up through Troy. Outdoors right now, yes, you're looking at those cloudy skies as ice flows back and forth on the Detroit River. We're looking at 25 degrees currently, and we slip into the low 20s and teens within the next few hours. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast and higher temperatures for next week coming up.
Thank you, Andrew. Detroit police just released new surveillance video connected to this deadly shooting outside of a gas station. It happened around noon on East Outer Drive near I-94 on the city's east side. Security video shows an SUV pull next to a Ford Fusion. A passenger in that SUV fires shots into the car before speeding off. The victim's car then moves forward, slamming into the gas station. Now, we are going to give you another look at that video and also check with police during a live report when you join us tonight at 5. Also, on the city's east side, one man is dead, 4 others hospitalized after a fire. It started around 1 this morning at some sort of group home on Burns near Lambert. Firefighters discovered 5 men between the ages of 48 and 65 years old inside. One man in his 50s did die from his injuries. The other 4 suffered burns and smoke inhalation. Investigators say an overloaded electrical strip may have started that fire, but the investigation continues this afternoon. All right, now back to the COVID pandemic. The CDC has released new research on side effects connected to the vaccine. It found less than 10% of any bad reactions were serious. The study looked at both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Also, researchers noted there's no evidence to suggest any causal relationship between the COVID-19 vaccine and death. Today, Michigan is reporting nearly 1,200 new cases in the past 24 hours. That is a slight bump from earlier this week. We've also seen 23 additional deaths. Finally, winter weather is slowing the vaccine delivery. The White House says it led to a shipping delay for about 6 million doses. We are told those vaccines are safe and sound in warehouses. All right, now a success story we want to share with you that comes right in the middle of a pandemic that could have been a disaster for a local businesswoman. A few weeks ago, we told you how far her hair care products actually caught the eye of Walmart executives. An impressive story. Well, today, Paula Tutman is showing us the excitement of actually seeing your invention on store shelves at a major retailer.
Have you ever seen a product on the shelves and thought, wow, I wish I had thought of that? Well, that is because someone did. Now imagine if that someone is one of your neighbors. It's hard to contain the excitement of seeing your very own product on the shelves of one of the world's largest retailers. So you can imagine the joy Haith LaHost Johnson felt when this month customers and friends started sending her pictures of her hair care brand, LaHost.
She literally only has 4 products left on the shelf here at Walmart, Livonia. I'm going to grab a couple.
Haith is in the hair business, wigs, natural hair, you name it. The last year has been a whirlwind because of COVID. When it struck, the realization set in that after decades, she might lose everything she built.
Absolutely. We honestly thought we were going to close. Actually, we had started the process of closing. And I start the story always at that day that I sat in that office about 2 or 3 days and just cried, because my devastation was we had had such a loyal staff before COVID-19. And the month that they had shut everything down, we were going to have to let our staff go because we had depleted everything in our bank account. So we had no more payroll.
But she and her husband said a few prayers. She kept her faith in her Lord and herself, and suddenly the doors COVID closed opened windows. She took the products she'd been developing and selling in her brick and mortar to Walmart and won a pitch contest to get her natural hair and wig-friendly products into stores.
We told them, hey, look, you have 1,000 products on your shelves, but not one of them is marketed to women who wear wigs or have to wear wigs. And our buyer, she sat back on the day of open call and she said, you're spot on. If their hair was dull, if it was breaking off, or it tangled up really, really bad, we developed a product. Every time another person came back with a problem, we brought solution with our hair care products.
Sure, it is exciting enough to have a contract, but it is even more exciting to actually see it on the shelves.
You visualize it, you visualize it, you keep saying it, you keep saying it, and then one day you get to walk down the aisles and they're actually there. Wait a minute. And then customers around the country are sending you photos of your product in Mississippi, Dallas, Arkansas, Virginia. I'm like, is this my life? Oh my God, it's a dream come true. I feel like I visit Willy Wonka chocolate factory and didn't get fat. So I hope my story is an inspiration to people. Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare give up. You just keep pressing and it's going to come to you.
Paula Tutman, Local 4.
I like that. Don't you dare give up. The Host products are currently in about 200 Walmarts, but apparently they're really flying off the shelves. So the hope is they will be added to other stores. We'll be following the story, of course. Still ahead here, first at 4, diversity goals. One of the world's biggest fast food companies tells top executives you'll pay a price if you don't follow through. The Cancun controversy continues for Senator Ted Cruz. We'll talk about the new text messages and have some of his first public comments. A first royal breakup confirmed, but Prince Harry and his wife are promising one thing will never change. We've got their story after the break.